Hey guys, what's up? It's Paige. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a tarot pick a card for a love reading. So if you have never done a pick a card before, make sure that you're taking some belly breaths and using your intuition to choose the card. But we can get started with this. I really quick just want to say that this is a timeless reading. So whenever you are receiving this message is when you're supposed to receive this message. And on top of that, if you want to go a little bit more in depth with this and get a little bit more clarity, I do offer readings now. The link below for my website is in the description box. So without further ado, we can get into this. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. So just take a moment, pause the video, do what you need to do to collect yourself so you can channel your higher self to pick a card. But timestamps are below, so check those out and I will see you for your group. All right, group 1, we're going to get started with your reading. So without further ado, let me get the cards placed. Alrighty, okay. So what do we have for group 1's love reading right now? So overall, I would say that this is a very positive pile from what I'm seeing. So first we have the prosperity card. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this card is a lot about your creative energy and your willpower. So what I'm feeling with this is that there might have been a time in your life where you were feeling that you didn't have it all. You didn't have what it took to be a good partner, to be somebody that could be in love, so to speak, which is honestly really sad because every person, I believe, is capable of love and deserves love. So that's not true. And this card is just further affirming that you are meant for love. You are meant to feel prosperous and abundant and just whole inside. And this is just saying that you may be blocking yourself from feeling like that because you haven't or aren't open to receiving love and that happy energy. Now, this is something that can just be negative mindset, negative mind talk that you're not even aware of. You don't even know that you're doing this negative self-talk, but what I'm getting here is don't back down to your insecurities and that ego, lower vibrational talk that you've been experiencing. Because this next card is don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right, which, like I said, I believe every person is capable and deserving of love. And I find this really funny because this also has a lot of that sacral, the sacral chakra energy to it is what I'm feeling. So this is a lot about just your own desire to feel desirable, or maybe your own desire to receive love and receive abundance and prosperity the way that you should. And what I'm getting here from your spirit guides is they want you to know that you are capable of love at a level that maybe other people haven't opened themselves up to receiving yet. Maybe you give so much, maybe you were right about that all along, that you give so much, but there's something about the situations that you've been in where you haven't been able to harness that power. And I'm also seeing that with the Queen of Swords in reverse, because the Queen of Swords in reverse is communicating with me that you have been on your game. You've been focusing on yourself and your life and what you want for it. However, you're not focusing enough in the right area. I just don't feel like you've found the person yet that holds the answers to what you're looking for, that holds the capability of love that you're looking for and that you deserve. Because that's the thing, is like attracts like. If you are limiting the loving power that you have, which is very easy to do, I find, when you feel like you aren't receiving that back, you're backing down. You're backing down to your own power. You're not fulfilling your own self. And this Queen of Swords in reverse shows me that this mentally isn't satisfying for you. You're mentally not on fleek, so to speak. You're not on your game because you are selling yourself short because you feel sold short, if that makes sense. But what I'm seeing for you guys coming up is that there's going to be some change going on. Like, you're going to harness that love and harness that prosperity that you have in your own heart, and it's going to come around because I have the Justice card here and the Emperor, and these two are in their power. So the Justice card is heavy Libra energy, so this is about fairness. I'm feeling karma. I'm feeling a lot of balance back. So I'm seeing that you might be having somebody come into your life that actually brings you what you've been missing out on, or what you deep down know you've been missing out on. Because like I said, from this reading, I'm feeling that you know that you have a lot of love to give, but maybe you haven't been giving it because, like I said, you haven't been feeling that energy back, which I understand. But if you are looking to get what you're looking for, you have to be what you're looking for. In order to do that, realize, okay, you aren't receiving my love. Maybe I should put it somewhere else. Or maybe I should put it towards myself. Even that, even better. Honestly, just put all the love that you have that you feel like isn't being matched, just put it back to yourself, because bottom line, the happier you are with yourself, the happier the world will be around you. Trust me. So, but with the Justice card, like I said, I think things are going to get back in balance. I mean, there's a little scale in her hand. So I'm thinking that things are really about to get back into balance for you. Now, with the Emperor card, I have a feeling that somebody is going to be coming into your life that has been through similar stuff. They've been through some hardships, and they're going to act as kind of a stabilizer for you. This Emperor is wearing knight's armor underneath his fancy robe. So he has been, or he or she, I guess, because I mean there's male and female energies in this, but whoever it is, they have this masculine energy that you're needing. You have been looking for somebody to need your nourishment and accept your nourishment. And I feel like this person is going to accept your nourishment. I mean, like I said, they've been through it, but they might not be open right away to receiving it, but don't back down. Like, your energy matches their energy. And that's great. I mean, that's amazing feeling to have. But overall, I mean, your love life is about to make a change in a way that is a lot more comfortable to you and a lot more stable mentally. So that's amazing news to hear. I'm really happy to let you know this. And if it resonates in certain ways, just let me know. But I'm seeing that there is just a lot of personal growth and a lot of karma that's coming into play here. So this is awesome. Really good stuff for group 1. But thank you, and make sure to like this video if it resonated with you. Thanks, guys. See you next time. All right, group 2, let's get started with your love reading. So without further ado, we'll flip these, see what we got going. Okay, so first of all, I see you have 2 8s, so that's a lucky number if you didn't know that. Now you do. 8s, luck, opportunity, a little bit of a darker energy, but not a bad one. From what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing that there's a lot of work going into this, but we'll talk about it. Okay, so the first card we have here is Undying Love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So, beautiful card. So what I'm seeing here is you have been putting a lot of time, energy, feelings into yourself. And a lot of this has been reflected in the way that you have been viewing the outside world. You may have been feeling a lot more opportunity, a lot of promise, but you've been working on it. Like, this didn't just come to you. This is something that you had to work on yourself. Next, we have endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new could enter. So for this card, I'm seeing that you may be having insight to your current love situation. Either you're single and you're realizing, okay, I've done enough work that I am ready for a relationship. I'm ready to make the change. And honestly, I'm seeing that more than anything, because we have this 8 of Wands here, and I'm feeling like you have a lot of different things going on right now that are kind of all starting to reach fruition. And I'm seeing that you are just going to be open to the possibility of allowing people into your life. Maybe you were guarded for a while, working on yourself. Maybe you were working on your own undying love or unconditional love for yourself. But seeing that this has been a very solo event for you, I'm seeing that with the endings and beginnings and the undying love together, you have realized that with all of this passion that you've put into yourself, you have a lot more love in your life than what you realized you did before. And it may not be any different more than you just tapping into your own love and realizing your own possibilities and what you can blossom into yourself. You see a lotus flower here, and with it being on the hand, I just get this feeling of being able to touch the world in a way that spreads love and growth and positivity. And I feel like for you, this is a shift that you're coming into now, that is helping you embody the idea that, okay, I have options, and I might have had options this entire time. Now, I'm getting the message that while you may be going through this shift of, okay, I'm ready now, watch out, because you might be having some things that aren't exactly what they seem, or you have a lot of choices that aren't exactly what they seem. So let's say that there's somebody that you've been seeing on Tinder or somewhere. You have been getting great vibes from them. You may have realized that, oh wow, this may be, the beginning to my ending, so to speak, of being alone. And what I'm feeling from this card is that don't be too quick to give up all the hard work that you've put in to feeling good about yourself, to feeling your own self-love, because you've put a ton of work into this, and it's showing in every other area of your life. I mean, yeah, you might be lagging a little bit when it comes to the love department, but I mean, you have other things that are growing that you may not even be aware of. So love may not be your number one thing, but loving yourself is definitely your number one thing. And you're being asked to continue that vibe of undying love for yourself, because that's where you're going to get the best promise and the best understanding from other people, if that makes sense. So you have a lot of options. We talked about it. You just are really unsure because you've put so much emotional depth into feeling how you feel now, and you've dug so deep in yourself to find that in you again. Maybe you went through a breakup or something that just sucked. Honestly, like recently you just went through a breakup and you're realizing, oh, first of all, I had a ton of people I didn't even know liked me that are popping out of the woodworks being like, hey girl, what's the crackin', you cute. That might be a scenario, but whatever it is, like, you're becoming aware of the fact that you have options. You get to pick now. It's not just who's gonna love me. It's, okay, I love myself. Who gets to love me too? Because lucky you. So this is amazing. Honestly, I feel like you've really come a long way. I really, really am seeing that you've came a long way emotionally, and that you could take it or leave it, honestly, with these options that you are having, these opportunities that are having. You can take it or leave it. You really don't care on a soul level if you have somebody else there, which, that's fine. That's good. It seems to be working for you, so good luck. And then I'm also seeing for some people that you may have been putting a lot of work and a lot of effort into a relationship. You really practice this unconditional love feeling. So you're starting to feel the new wave of energy that you're getting instead of what was out there. So like I was saying before, you may have been in a position where you weren't very secure emotionally in yourself. You may have been lacking self-love, having negative self-talk or doubt, but this is kind of confirming that you're reaching the completion and the understanding that you are hot shit, that you should not have to wait for other people to realize that you are awesome. And because of that understanding of your own power, you're enabling more of that power, and you're enabling more of those opportunities, and all you have to do is pick. So keep up the good work, group 2. I mean, you have been putting so much love into yourself that if you want it out in the universe, just open your eyes, literally. Just open your eyes. So I love this. Great stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, like if this resonated with you. Thank you. So group 3, we're going to get started with your reading today. Just real quick. I'll flip my cards around for you. Okay. So first, the message that we have from our goddess deck says, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So what I'm seeing with this card is I think you might be in your head a little bit. I think this is Spirit telling you to stop dogging yourself so much. Stop thinking that you aren't as good as you are, and stop thinking that you don't have control of situations that you have control of. So this is interesting message for a love reading, because this is a very strong message, but in a way that is like No bullshit. All right, so group 3, I'm feeling there's going to be something that needs to change in your current love life. So whether you are in a relationship currently and you are going to have to set some boundaries, or if you're needing to get out of a relationship, this seems to be the general message for this reading. Next card is boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I'm feeling like you are kind of fed up with this situation, because this card saying go outside and then saying boundaries, like you're done. You're just like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, or something about this situation is crossing my boundaries and is not making me feel loved. Which, this is a love reading, people. That's not good. We want to all feel loved and we all deserve love. So take that into consideration. You're being asked to put your foot down. If your boundaries are being crossed, if you're being pushed in pride, or maybe not even so much like that, you're just kind of being persuaded into doing things that you don't want to do or don't feel comfortable doing, this is confirmation. Stand your ground. Don't back down. Stand your ground. Take what you want and make it happen. Don't just let yourself be pushed from this way to that way. You are better than that. You deserve better. So my next message for you is our Knight of Cups here. So the Knight of Cups is very focused intention, and I feel like you're being asked to listen to how you feel and how certain situations make you feel. I'm seeing that that is really going to be your prime goal in this season, just to make sure that you are doing what makes you feel good and makes you feel fulfilled, because it might be putting you in a different mindset that's not beneficial at all. And if somebody's constantly crossing your boundaries and pushing you to the point where you're feeling just drained and needing some fresh air, like this card is saying right here, it might be time to leave them, honestly. Like, I mean, this dude's on a horse. That's like movement. That's what I see when I see that kind of stuff. So, we do have the Four of Pentacles in reverse as well. So for this love reading, this is letting me know that this situation isn't stable. This situation is making you feel a little bit more lacking. Now, this could be a lack in love, this could be a lack in resources, this could be a lack emotionally, but honestly, I'm seeing kind of a combination of all that. This relationship doesn't serve you on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on a financial level. I mean, you can do better, so to speak. And even more confirmation with the Ace of Wands is I don't think you're allowing yourself to take the opportunities that are beneficial to you, probably because you're so toxically wrapped up in this other person. And it might not even be toxic. This person could be doing this without having any recollection that they're doing this to you. So, you know, stand your ground. That's why, honestly, boundaries are great, because once you lay your boundaries, they have two options. They can either listen to your boundaries and respect them, or they don't, and then they don't. You either, at that point, you can make the choice. Do you stay and let them cross your boundaries even after you put them down assertively, or you can walk away? So this is just kind of saying that, you know, the situation, you can't put it off anymore. This needs to be handled, and you need to do it for yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you. It may seem like, oh, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to be missing out on opportunities or money because you leave this relationship, but I just want to let you know that you are being guided to do it. You're being guided to express love in a way that doesn't make you feel limited and doesn't make you feel like you're not good enough, because I'm just getting a vibe that you are just downplaying your own importance and your own value, and that's just not cool. You are so much better than what you're giving yourself credit for and what this other person is giving yourself credit for. I mean, this could be a male or a female, but their energy is just all over the place. They don't really have the set expectations like you do, which is why you're probably going crazy about this situation and why you're being guided to move past it to something that better serves you. So if you're having a hard time accepting that this change needs to happen, just know that the more that you pay attention to your emotions and how your emotions are reacting to certain situations that this person puts you in, you're going to realize, wait a second, I'm not all that happy in this situation. I'm really not all that comfortable either. And I'm really not living my best life, and I'm really not benefiting myself in ways that I could. So I'm seeing that you're gonna focus on that, though. You're gonna either hear this message and be like, oh, she said something, or you already knew it. You're really just going to take on this new energy that is gonna bring you so much more happiness once you realize, I am a person. I have wants, I have needs, and they deserve to be listened to at the very least. And honestly, that's all it is when it comes to boundaries, is you're just laying down the law for your own personal reality, and if it clashes with another person or if they don't respect it, poof, they don't have to be there anymore. Or you don't have to be there anymore. So I mean, this whole situation, I just want to let you know, don't be afraid. This is for your best interest and for your own personal growth and for the other person's growth. Honestly, they're going to see with the release of your energy and everything that you're holding on to and doing and not saying, the release of that, and hopefully a positive and respectful way, is going to help them also see where they could fix things. Now, they might not receive that right away. If the whole thing goes bad, that's fine, because sometimes it just takes planting a few seeds in order for you to really be able to benefit from the situation, because a lot of things just take time. And I mean, what better way to address something than plant a seed and then walk away from it if it's not received well. So now I'm also getting the message to be strong. Your spirit guides are telling you to be strong during this time and to go about this like the inner warrior that you know you are, because the worst thing that can happen to you is you grow. I'm being 100% serious with you. The worst thing that can happen, I'll say it again, the worst thing that can happen to you in this situation by taking action is your growth and is your own better understanding of your wants and needs. Now, if that person stays or if you stay, that's up to fate, or up to free will, I should say. Now, whatever it is, though, you should take action, because the change that you'll see will be a positive change. It will be one that helps your inner growth. It may be a little uncomfortable. You might not have ever done something like this before, but I think you know you need to do it. So this is a very interesting reading. I would love to touch base even more about this if you'd like to do a personal reading. But give us a like if it resonated with you, or a comment down below. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to our reading today. Have a great day, guys. Thanks.